Drop a couple grand though. Do all that just cause I can though. Yeah, just cause I can though. Girl, you play me like piano. Walking in my Gucci sandals. Get it like a candle. Drop a couple grand though. Do all that just cause I can though. Yeah, just cause I can though. Do all that just cause I can though. We ain't even in a band though.
Yo, what up, Beaches? Yo, it's your boy, Sicka, DJ Swole, and I'm here, episode 977, yo. Ow. Oh, yeah, what? Oh, yeah, what? Oh, yes. Too hot to handle. Papa fucking DJ Swole in the house. I think I'm gonna start doing one of my side jobs. I'm gonna start announcing at a strip club. Candace to the main stage. Candace to the main stage. Lavender to the side room. Lavender.
Girl, you play me like piano. Walking in my Gucci sandals. Get it like a candle.
Next up to the stage, Diamond. Hoorah.
Just cause I can though. Yeah, just cause I can though. I'm a boss. I'ma buy you what you want. Do not worry about the cost. I'ma fly you first class.
We're ready.
The movies you could watch. If
We're
you
ready.
really want that watch, I'ma get you that new watch. That designer
Too hot to
clothes
handle.
all on my body can't resist. When you get a lot of checks,
Too
then
hot
you
to
get a
handle.
lot of
Papa
chicks.
Funk
I'ma
and
let you play
Swole.
me just like
Yes.
the piano.
Yes.
'Cause even when I'm
Yes.
losing, when I'm
Yes.
with you, it's a
Yes.
win. Like
Let's do it. Let's do it. Up.
Girl, you play me like
Up.
piano.
At the gym now. Nice. Very nice. 977. Here we go. Hup. Hoo. Sick of games. And I'm making sick fucking games. Making games, no bullshit every day.
The sun is
Papa
shining,
Swole,
the
yo.
birds are
Getting
chirping,
fucking
the
yoked.
bacon
Like it
is
ain't
sizzling.
no joke. Bishy,
Welcome
bishy,
to the
bow,
Daily
bow.
Swole.
Bow, bow, bow. Testing. A test Ickles. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 977 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. What up, Boosh? What up, Boosh? What up, Booshes? Welcome. Hello, Instagram. Hello, Toodles. Hello, Facebook and Twitch and Periscope and YouTube and all those people. Hello. Wow, we're on some cold brew now. I graduated from the hot coffee to the cold brew, the hot brew to the cold brew. My nips are hard. Do you guys get that too? When you drink some cold brew, do your nips get like cutting glass? You ready? Can you hear this? Nips, hard. Woo, like a fucking rock. Well, TMI, I don't know. I think you all like that. You're sick fucks. You're a sick fuck. Ah, you're a sick fuck for those gains, aren't you? Well, so let's see what's new. First, let me give you the rundown. I've been really, I don't know if I've been busy. I've been distracted. I have a lot on my plate. I have way too many calories on my plate, so to speak. So some major updates are happening with X. I was going to go live like 3 or 4 hours ago, but then I was distracted because I don't like waiting. I like to jump right into something when it's new, and I'm like, I wanted to upload it and change it. Those of you that are in Swolenormous X, you know, with the community updates, but that's what I was working on. I'm tweaking, I'm playing around with it. So anyway, that was done. Now, let's see, I got my gains in the morning, got the gains in the AM, dropped a new virtual trainer, so that will be up in X soon. So that was cool. Also, a brand new Q&A. Sliding in the DM. Slide in the DM. New episode number dos. Episode number dos on the Swolenormous audio experience. So if you didn't listen to the Q&A yet, go check it out. It's available everywhere. A lot of you are probably subscribed already because you've heard it already. But if you're listening to the podcast, if you're watching live, that's cool. But if you're listening, make sure you also subscribe to the Swolenormous audio experience and listen to the latest Q&A. It was good. Remember, if you want your question answered on the next episode, which would be episode 3, make sure you send me your audio questions. So when you send them in, I get to them and then I'll post them in an episode. So if no one sends me questions, I won't post a new episode, or I'm busy and I haven't just gotten to it yet. But send in your audio questions, and you could do that on Instagram. Okay, you go to Instagram, the bottom right-hand corner, you hold down that little microphone, You send me a question up to 60 seconds, and then it's going to cut off. So less than 60 seconds, ask your question. Boom, I'll get you on the show. Pretty much just answer your question, and you'll hear your voice. It'll be cool, and you'll be like, "Oh, that's me. I'm famous now. I'm famous. I was on dailies. I was on the fucking sliding in the DM. Everyone knows me. I'm famous." No, I'm kidding. I'm not fucking famous. I'm notorious. I'm the notorious SWOLE. I'm the notorious BIG. Making those gains. Making those sick fucking gains. What up? What'd you guys pump today? Did you lift? Did you get it on? I did. Let's see what I did. I did back pump style workout. Another pump style. So that was fun. That was great. Sick pump. Oh. You ever get those dirty pumps? I'm not talking about you sluts out there. I'm talking about like the dirty pump, like the real dirty pump at the gym, like the filthy one, you know, the one that's just, the one that's just like the stank pump. Oh, it hurts. You feel like, you think to yourself, is that going to rip? Is my skin going to hold that in? Is this actually going to work out? Am I going to be able to keep it in? Am I going to keep it in these arm balloons? I'm like, I wasn't sure. I made it. I survived, but man, I wasn't sure about that. You could have fooled me. I thought I was going to death by pumping, you know, fucking Lat Damon, Goodwill Pumping. I was on edge. Yeah, it was great. So I had a good workout, and, you know, and such. Today we're going to talk about food, though. We're talking about food frenemies. I want to discuss a little bit more about the foods that you're eating, should not be eating, the mentality behind shifting what you're eating, because of course it's still the new year. It's only been a couple days. Has anyone stopped their resolutions yet? Has anyone given up on those fucking bullshit things yet? I had someone message me about challenges. What do you think Papa Swole thinks about challenges? What do you think I think about 30-day challenges? What do you think I think about that shit? I fucking hate them. I hate challenges. I hate that shit. I hate the concept. It's not that. And I responded, and she was asking me honestly. She goes, "What do you think about these things? I'm seeing them all over Instagram." And I'm thinking, yeah, of course you fucking are. Every jabroni on earth is posting a 30-day challenge. This picture was like 100. It was 100 rep or 100 something challenge where every day you do 100 of whatever exercise was listed. Just dumb shit. But she was asking me, and I'm going to give you an honest answer right now. I want to know, because there's a couple different ways to look at it. I'm going to be objective, but I'm also going to lay my opinion on it really fat like some grass-fed butter on top of a steak. I said it's movement. It's movement. Look, it's better than nothing. I think we can agree on that. If you're doing 100 of this and 100 of that, you're doing something for 30 days. So undeniably, it's better than nothing. That's what everyone will use for their bullshit excuse. Well, it's better than nothing. At least they're doing something. Okay, yes, that's true. They are doing something. It is working something. If you're doing 100 planks or push-ups or squats, are you going to get a little bit stronger? Okay. Are you going to get a little more endurance? Okay. Are you going to move more? Yeah. I mean, just from sitting on the couch to doing something, it's better than nothing. However, it's very small level above better than nothing. It's not like a huge leap above nothing. It's, all right, you're doing something. It's like, did you hold in the fart or did you rip it? It's not that much of a difference, right? You have to have some kind of progression. What happens after 30 days? What's after that? When you have a 6-week challenge, when you have an 8-week challenge, when you have a 30-day challenge, that's fine. You're going to be moving a little bit with some random shit for 30 fucking days. And then what? Then what are you going to do? They didn't write down day 31 or 32 on the end of that challenge. Now what? Oh, I don't know what to do. What am I going to do? Should I just repeat it? And then you're fucking shit out of luck. You're in the middle of the ocean. What should I do? I need a program. And then you're starting something else from scratch. You know, this is for those serial starters. Cereal, not the fucking gluten. I'm talking about cereal, like serial killer. These are the repeat offenders. These are the people that always set resolutions. These are the people that always start programs. I have always starters. I have those repeat offenders joining Swolenormous X. Yes, I experienced them too. They sign up, they join, and then they quit like in the first 30 days. Okay, it happens all the time. There are a lot of jabronis out there. There are a lot of fucking jabronis. A lot of people just can't actually execute on it. They have a good idea. They have a good concept for a couple, for a moment. So they make a purchase or they start a program. They're like, okay, I'm going to do it. And then they just fucking don't do it. And that's a huge difference. Okay. Are you going to pick a program that you're going to follow? All right. You're going to buy one. That's fine. Okay. There's an exchange in this world. If you want a car, you're going to buy a car, right? You give the monies and they give you the cars. Yes. You want the food, you give the monies, they give you the food. There's an exchange. However, you still have to eat the food. But you don't have to eat the food. I mean, you can if you want to be full, you eat the food if you want to use the car. But when it comes to a program, you have to do it. You can't just buy something and then expect to have abs or to get results or to be more mobile or something. You have to, that's the first step. Then you have access to the program. You have access to the classes, to the exercise. You have access to the knowledge. But what are you going to do with it? And that's a difference between, knowledge and information and actually getting fucking results. So this is episode 977. Yeah, I've been slapping you across the face with knowledge cock for almost like 3 fucking years. Just slap, slap, slap. Just a lot of slapping going on. Sweaty, moist knowledge cock. And I'm honestly, it gives me great pleasure. It does. That's why I do it every day. I wake up, take a nice deep breath in. I'm like, I'm going to drop some dong today. That's right. Yeah. Drop that eggplant. That's absolutely correct. The emoji of choice right now, everyone post up some eggplant, please. Yes. Drop me some purple. Drop some purple on the Papa Swoleo. Let's get that going in the comments. We're going well off the rails already. So this is going to be a fire episode. All right. You can tell when it's just right. I am like that guy. The Daily Swole podcast is just like that guy that rides into the Wild West, right? He dropped, hey, fit food. What up, Holmes? I am like that guy that rolls into that Wild West town, like in the middle of nowhere, and just comes in like, everyone's going through their day. They're going to the general store. They're walking past the saloon. You have the women. Everyone's like, doing their town thing in the middle of like Oklahoma or something in the 1800s. I'm the guy that comes in like, yee-hoo, just firing everywhere. Like, who the fuck is this guy? Where'd he come from? What's he all about? And I just like fire up the place. I walk into the saloon, drink some whiskey, fucking wreck shit, and I leave. That's me. Just random, just swinging it around. Or I get so drunk they throw me in the, the jail for at night to sober up. Sober up, young'un. Sober up, Papa Swoleo. You're getting out of control. There's a reward on your head. All right, let's get back to it. So anyway, there's the random shit. And there's actually the tactical execution of it. It's one thing to have information. It's one thing for me to do all these episodes. It's one thing for me to talk about eliminating all these foods. I could come here every day. Every single episode could be like this. Cut out gluten and wheat. Just fucking cut it out. Cut out all processed dairy. I know. Cut it out. All the grains. Just fucking cut them out. Cut out all the sugar. Yeah, just fucking cut it out. I could just say that every single day, and some people would do it, and some people still would not. I could just say the same shit over and over and over again. I really do. In different ways. We talk about different topics and different applications. And the beautiful thing about all this is even if you've heard this in episode 10 or whatever, now you're a different person. You've accumulated knowledge in life, listening to my podcast, other content, your personal experiences. So 900 days later, when you hear the same information, now it's different. You hear the same information. Now you have a different perspective. So the way you think about your life when you're in your 50s or 60s or 80s is different than when you're 15 years old. So it's perspective on your knowledge and information. So you're building it up. You're building layer upon layer upon layer when it comes to your information and your knowledge bank. But it's all about what you're doing with it. It's one thing to know that the food is bad for you, but are you still eating it? I don't think there are many people on Earth that eat fast food and would say that it's good for them. Human beings have a very, very good way of being in complete denial voluntarily, like making themselves or convincing themselves that something is healthy, convincing themselves that they don't need to eat something else, right? Or to change their diet, change their ways. They're fine. I'm fine. No, I feel great. I think we all know that it's garbage. I think people that eat it and shouldn't be eating it, the last people that on earth that should be fucking eating it, I think they know. I just don't know what that button is, where that switch is. And that's why it's not so much when we discuss what you should be eating. Everyone wants to know that. I know I'm jumping around a little bit, so drop some comments. I'm happy to answer anything. We're talking about food that you love and food we're getting rid of, okay? But I get asked all the time, what should I eat? What should I eat? That's a common question, as you can imagine. What should I be eating? What do you eat? What should I be eating? And I think about it, and I'll tell you, it's like, does it matter if I fucking tell you? Does it matter if I tell you what to eat? Are you going to eat it? Are you going to go to the store and purchase it? Are you going to go and be like, oh, this store doesn't have it. Well, I guess I'll eat the same stuff. Oh, but I like the flavor of this. I'm going to eat it anyway. I'll just eat less. Does it matter if I tell you what to eat? Does it matter if I tell you what not to eat? Does it matter? Yeah, eat some dick. I always say, fitness is like a dirty dick. It's long and hard. And it sucks most of the time, or it stinks. It's hard. It's hard work. It's hard work. I just feel most people just don't do anything about it. So that's why the content that I put out is not so much do this, eat this, eat this. You have to change your mindset before you even worry about what to consume. That's why it's about elimination. It's about getting rid of the things you're already eating that's crap, because you're not going to have inflammation from something you're not eating. I'll repeat that again. You are not going to get inflammation and have issues with your autoimmune issues. You're not going to have chronic inflammation. You're not going to have a problem from a food that you don't consume. Say that again. You're not going to have inflammation and issues from a food that you don't eat. I'll say it again for the fucking bitches in the back. You are not going to have any problems with food that you don't eat. So rather than think about what should I be eating, which could easily cause you a problem because you haven't gone through the proper steps to figure this out because yo lazy fuck, it's about what you're currently eating. What are you doing now that's damaging you? What are you doing now? Because when it comes to inflammation, one of the big concerns and one of the big misconceptions, what do you think of? How about this? Before we even get into this more, what do you think of when you think of inflammation? What does the word inflammation bring to mind? What does it bring to mind? You probably think of when you banged your elbow when you were walking out the door, like, ah, fuck, like the Peter Griffin, like, ah, ah, ah. That's probably what you're thinking of. Yeah, you banged yourself and you have inflammation. You want inflammation. It's a good reaction. It's your body sending blood to the air. That's what you want. You want inflammation. What you don't want is that chronic inflammation that you don't notice that slips under the radar. You don't want that. You don't want that low level. And here's where it gets really fucking sticky. I'm not talking about eating a food. When I talk about food allergies, I'm not referring to something you eat and all of a sudden you look in the mirror and your face is just exploding. This is not Willy Wonka, right? Augustus Gloop when he gets really big and plumpy. Or was that the girl? I think that was Augustus. The purple girl, right? Not the new fucking whatever one. I want to go watch that shit, but the old Gene Wilder one. You're not going to get swole. That's not allergic reaction. That's like anaphylactic shock. You have a massive, massive allergy, getting stung by a bee. I'm talking about it's so low. Let's say 5. It's so low. It's just, you don't notice it. Let's say if it's up here, you'll notice it, but it just slides down here. Your body adapts to it. You're exposing your body to it all the time. Let's say you're eating bread all the time. You're exposing your body to constant low level of inflammation. One of the issues, and I'm going to be very general with this because I'm not an absolute expert in all the chemical details, but some of the concepts can be very understood. When you have inflammation and autoimmune, we know what autoimmune issues are. A lot of times the body attacks itself. It attacks healthy cells, and then it perpetuates this cycle of inflammation and then more battle going on, blah, blah, blah. One of the issues with some of these foods that you're consuming, that your body is attacking, is that some of these chemical structures are so similar. If you ever took organic chemistry, or if you know of what chemical compounds look like or are made of, they all have different names, but they're usually just carbon chains with a couple, like a hydrogen here. Some of you don't know this, but you might have a long carbon chain. If the hydrogen is here, it does one thing, it's called one thing. And if that hydrogen somehow is over here, it's a whole different fucking thing. And that's one freaking proton. Just one hydrogen is over here. And it's a whole different molecule. It's a whole different action. It's a whole different fucking thing. And sometimes these chemical structures are so similar to something that's good in the body can't differentiate which one it's attacking and just fucking attacks everything. And then it results in more inflammation. Then you have more fucking problems. So, but a lot of people are dealing with this. Honestly, if you're doing percentages, I'm literally making up a number. I'm putting this out there. I'm making up a number. If we talk about what 30%, 40% of everyone that's diabetic, pre-diabetic, and so forth, I would say that probably at least, it has to be, at least 80 to 90% of the entire population of the United States are dealing with low levels of inflammation all the time. It might even be higher, to be honest. It might even be higher too. I mean, let's just think about the numbers. How many people are eating some type of soy, some type of grain, some type of processed sugar? You know, I mean, you're never going to be completely rid of inflammation. You don't want to be. It's a natural process, but it's not natural when you're not banging your fucking head into a wall. You don't want this all the time. Do you know why? When your body has inflammation and it has stress, what comes with stress? Elevated levels of cortisol, stress hormones, which store fat, which put your body into a protective mode. Hey, I need to survive to live till tomorrow. Our very ancient brain and ancient bodies shift gears. It goes far. It's just knowing what to eat is not the answer. Everyone wants a diet plan. Isn't that nice? Wouldn't that be nice? Hey, do you do diet plans? Do you do meal plans, bro? Hey, bro, what's your meal plan game like? Got a strong meal plan game, bro? Yeah? Strong meal plan game, bro? Yeah. So I tell you what to eat, all right? Eat these fucking things. Eat these fucking things, you jabroni. And then this person eats those things, has a reaction that isn't noticeable on the outside. You know, he doesn't know. I just told him to eat these things and he's eating those things. And he doesn't get the results. He doesn't lose the weight because something that I'm consuming that I'm fine with, his body doesn't react well to because he didn't go through the steps to eliminate all these different whatever, I'm being general. But then he's like, oh, it doesn't work. And then he moves on and goes another meal plan and does another this and restricts calories and tries this and tries intermittent fasting, but he's still eating the wrong foods. That's why people struggle with results. You're damaging your endocrine system for so long. So you think the answer, hey, I've been fucking up my body with constant inflammation, caloric restriction, all these issues for so long, I need to do something about my health. It's 2019. I'm going to make a difference. What's the answer? I'm going to go vegan. Great. Wonderful. Let me suck down every fucking bean, soybean, tempeh, tofu, and fucking grain on earth. That's not going to be the answer if you have issues with gluten intolerance and so forth. And it doesn't take celiac disease to have issues with gluten. Most people have gluten sensitivity, have issues with gluten. It's extremely common. You don't need that shit. It's glue. It's literally like glue in food. You don't need it. It's not natural. You don't need that stuff. The best stuff does not have that in it for a reason. The facts are there. A lot of it doesn't have there's a lot of common sense that people are just ignoring. And it's very easy to cherry pick your own studies and pick what you want to believe based on what tastes good for you. If you love to eat bread, of course you're going to reference some book or something that says eat grains, this, that, and the other. But is that the best option? What do you want for yourself? What do you want for your life? Do you really want positive change? Do you really want to feel better? Do you really want that? Do you want to lose that stubborn body fat? Are you just saying it? Are you saying you want to lose weight? Are you saying you want to lose fat? Are you blowing smoke up my ass by telling me you want change, but then you're just cheating yourself. Look, if you listen to my podcast and then you go and eat this shit, or you go out and you have some drinks and you eat some, tacos or whatever, I don't give a fuck. It's not hurting me. It's not affecting me. It's going to affect the healthcare system when you have diabetes when you're older, but it doesn't affect me personally. This is you. That's why the psychological shift has to be your health in your hands. And I think that's where our generation and this little fringe area is shifting, because even myself, my parents, grandparents, it was always, you lived your life. If you wanted your health taken care of, you went to the doctor. That was how we looked after our health. We didn't do shit until, oh, I have something, let me go to the doctor. He or she will know how to fix me. And they give you something that makes you feel better and you go away. The brilliant hack and the mindset shift is when you step back and you realize that's a business like going to Walmart. That's like going to Target. Going to a doctor is going to a business. If you stop thinking about your doctor or if you start thinking about your doctor as going to a store, when you go to a doctor, why do you think check this out. Why do you think some doctors charge more than others? Some doctors are like going into Gucci or Fendi, and some doctors are like going into Burlington Coat Factory or TJ Maxx. You have different doctors that charge different amounts. You have expensive, it's a business. It's a fucking business. So what can you do? You can learn yourself. You can take your health into your own hands. It's extremely possible. You can educate yourself. You can learn what foods are best for you. You can learn how to manage your health. You can learn what blood tests you should be looking at, what blood tests you should get. You can go and specify to certain centers and medical centers and get blood tests done and check your numbers and monitor yourself. You don't have to do all this stuff. I'm not telling everyone just to go, hey, well, I don't need to go get that. I'm not saying, but you can do this yourself. You can take your health into your own hands. Yes, it's going to take effort, of course. You have to be proactive. You have to be invested. If you want your career to flourish, you have to put some effort in, right? If you want to get better at a sport, if you want to get better at an instrument, you have to practice. I've said it many times before, your nutrition is a practice too. You have to practice your nutrition. I'm better with my nutrition now than I was a year ago. Straight facts. I'm better now than I was a year ago. Why? Because I've learned a lot more in this past year than I knew before. It's called life, yo. It's okay to learn things. It's okay to change. It's okay to take things more seriously. You look at some of my older content, 2 years ago or something. Yeah, I was eating Sour Patch Kids before I went to the gym. I had been really hardcore with a mindset before that, but then I kind of let it slack. And I was like, yeah, because I was getting away with it. Because I had a physique already and I could do that. And yeah, I wasn't losing my abs and I felt okay. You think you feel okay. It's just like what we make ourselves believe, what we can trick ourselves into thinking is, something that we're okay with, that our body can handle. We justify the fuck out of things. Very, 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 very easy to justify things. It's very easy to pretend that something's good, to justify our reasoning to consume it. Very easy. Very easy. With the elimination, you want to try, the more you eliminate, I'm getting a question on Instagram, the more you eliminate, the better. When it comes to things like grass-fed butter versus processed dairy, it's going to be less impactful for you because there's pretty much very, very little casein protein and lactose. You can also opt for grass-fed ghee, GHEE, which is clarified butter, if you have some issues. So when it comes to the elimination process, it comes down to how much you eliminate. The more strict you take it and the more you eliminate, the more you can test. If you just cut out one thing, you might see great results. However, you might see, I feel okay still. I don't feel much different, because you could still be consuming 5 other things that are causing problems. So the more you cut out, then you start from a clean slate, like, wow, I feel so much better. Then after that 4, 6, 8 week period, you just add one type of thing back in at a time and you see how your body reacts. You might add something back in. Oh, I feel pretty good. Oh, this isn't that bad. But then you have something else, and a lot of you in the comments, and you can drop, let's help out that comment. Drop in the comment right now if you What food fucks you up? Like, have you done an elimination? What food did you eat when you came back that blew you up? Because sometimes you might come back and have a piece of bread and boom, you have a migraine all day, or you feel bloated, or you have diarrhea, like nasty. Some people have real bad reactions and they realize, holy crap, I was eating this my entire life. And the reason why the elimination diet is, and the elimination process, whatever you want to call it, is so important. It's because it helps you change your relationship to food. This goes back to what I was talking about at the beginning of this podcast. It's not so much me saying, eat this or don't eat this. It's you understanding and feeling it yourself. When you feel that pain, that's a good thing. It's a good thing when you come back and you try a food and you're just fucking in pain. It's good. That's what you want, because you realize, oh my God, this is what my body was adapting to. That means that kind of reaction, that pain, that fucking explosion in your stomach, that was happening all the time, every day. Your body just got so adapted to it, it didn't produce those severe symptoms because your body has a priority to survive and not have rampant diarrhea. Your body will learn how to adapt the best it can. It learns how to fight the inflammation better, but it's still under stress all the time. So that helps you change your relationship to food. If you love pizza, I get it. It's designed to taste good, especially in this country. When you get rid of it for a couple months and you come back and have a slice, you might be expecting in the memory of what you used to have. You have a couple bites, you feel like shit all fucking night. You feel gross, you feel bloated, maybe you have diarrhea. You're not going to crave pizza anymore. You're not going to smell it and be like, I love that smell. You're going to be like, oh God, I can't eat that shit anymore. It's going to be, it recreates the relationship with food. You're resetting your body. Have you heard those of you that don't do camping, and I've experienced this in certain instances, but if you go out into the wild and you go camping without electronics, without all the blue light and everything, that your circadian rhythm resets in like 7 to 10 days. All of a sudden you're going to sleep when it gets dark, you're waking up refreshed in the morning because you don't have all this artificial light that's stimulating you, that's keeping you up at night. That's another big reason for stress and for insomnia and lack of sleep and lack of recovery and cortisol levels and all these things. It's more than just food. That's what I'm also trying to get across in a lot of these podcasts, especially more recent ones. I'm pushing it a little bit hard because I've been ranting on food for so long, but we've talked about blue light. We've talked about these kinds of stress hormones. It's a lot more than just food. So if you think, well, I'm eating this, I'm eating so healthy, I don't know what's wrong. Are you drinking enough water? Yeah, I'm drinking enough water. Are you sleeping every night the same time or close? You're getting quality sleep? Well, that's huge. It's not, oh yeah, well, I'm getting a few hours every once in a while. It's not if or and, or it's, you need to get good sleep. You need to take care of your body. You need to allow your body to recover. If that's not a piece in your puzzle, that's a huge liability. And that's affecting your weight loss. It's affecting your body's ability to recover. I have a lot of issues with processed foods. I can't eat that shit anymore. And to be honest, I have foods in my house. One thing, you don't bring the shit into your house. But I have things that I keep around just because I like to look at it. I'm not trying to tease myself. I just look at it and reinforce. It's like a disciplinary thing. I got for Christmas in my stocking, it was a little thing, a box of Sour Patch Kids. All right. I'm not going to eat it, but it's sitting in my pantry right now, just sitting there. I look at it, I'm like, yeah, I don't want you. I have a case of beer in the fridge that's been there for like a year. I'm like, I don't want you. I don't want one. I'll have some wine a little bit, but like, I don't want it. Just don't want it. I look at it, yeah. It's nice. It's nice to reinforce that, you know, but you can't do that if you're new to it. You can't do that if you're an addict. You know, there's similar responses in the brain, the body to really addictive drugs like that morphine response. When it comes to sugar, your brain, you get hooked on this stuff. You get hooked on these foods. It's extremely important to understand that the relationship to food, your relationship, not should I be eating this? Should I be eating that? Yeah, that's extremely important. But you have to understand the severity and the impact that your food has. What do you think of the Bears game? I don't give a fuck about football. I don't give a fuck about the NFL. Maybe 0.001% of a shit do I give about football. So I don't even know. All I know about the Bears is the Bears. The Bulls. Bears. That's all I know. That's all I know. Anything greasy, fried, oily kills my guts. Ken Becker, I used to eat shitloads of Greek yogurt and cottage cheese and was fine, quote fine, and felt good. Now it seems to cause abdominal bloat and indigestion. Yeah, no shit. No shit. That stuff fucks you up. Oh, let's see. Children are also really bad for sleep. That's why you pull out. That's what the cavemen did. Let's see. Dairy seems to affect a lot of people. Me as well. I try to tell people that, but most blow it off. Yeah, everyone likes their cereal and shit. Yogurt blocks me up good. Yet my sports dietitian used to tell me to eat white potatoes, grains, oats, yogurt, peanuts. Wow, he told you to really load up on all the fucking trash. Tons of omega-6, tons of fucking gluten. Nice. Sports dietitian, solid. Solid advice. Look, we are a small percentage. Those of you that are listening and watching, let me explain this. I touched upon this the other day. When it comes to social media, it makes it seem information can spread really fast, right? But it's not just the good information. It's the bad information too. So it comes down to whoever's shouting the loudest, whoever hashtags the most, right? Whatever's trending. So as much as you hear about this, what I'm talking about, you've heard it a lot, you see a lot of books, there's a bigger conversation about it. It's kind of like when you have let's say you buy a car. Check out this analogy. Let's say you're going car shopping and you decide on this red car over here, whatever it is. Let's just call it a Toyota Corolla. It's a red Toyota Corolla and you buy that car. And then all of a sudden on the road, everywhere you notice red Toyota Corollas. Right? You just all of a sudden you notice every single one. Wow, I didn't know there were so many. Wow, they're everywhere. It's because you're noticing them, because you're looking and you're buying and you're analyzing it. It just stands out to you. They're fucking everywhere all the time. But you really only notice how many because it's your car and you just spent a lot. And after a while, you stop noticing it as much. But you still always, and you know what I'm talking about. You're driving down the road, you notice when someone has the same car as you. Like, oh, that's my car. Oh, look, that's another person has the same car as me. Oh, look. I know that car. It's my car. Huh? So when it comes to, oh, fuck, I forgot what I was going to talk about. That was a good analogy for something. I'll get it back. Hold on. I need some more coffee. The Bears. Yeah. What the fuck was I talking about? Holy shit. Brain fart. I'm going to get it back. I had something in my mind. It was good too. Fucking Toyota Corolla. Jesus Christ, what the hell was I thinking of? Oh, it was so good. It was such a good analogy. I went off on the analogy and then I forgot what I was going to talk about. Let me think. What were we talking about? Put in the comments. I can't rewind this or replay it. Oh, fuck. Sorry, podcast peeps. Everyone's listening like, oh, shit. The loudest. Oh, yeah, there we go. Loudest See, look, that's a good one. Good audience. The loudest hashtags, the trends. Okay, here we go. Boom. You guys nailed it. You nailed it. Okay. So the loudest trends, hashtags, team screen, the loudest. Right. Okay. So here's the thing. So you notice your car. Thank you. You guys nailed it. So you notice your car because you're in your own bubble. You're in the bubble of the Toyota Corolla. When you realize, okay, gluten, you should not be consuming so much, gluten and all these carbs and processed carbs. You notice all those posts, you notice all those groups, you listen to you listen to the podcasts that talk about this, you look up other things and someone's getting interviewed. Oh, and you look and you read their book or you read their post or you check that out. You tell your friend about this, you notice this, and then you start liking a post you like a post about, against gluten on Instagram. You like that. Then Instagram says, oh, she doesn't like gluten. So they show you more posts about dieting and this. No, you like that one. You shared that. Oh, she shared it. She really engaged. And then they show you more posts. And so you start kind of getting insulated by all the things that you like. That's what's kind of fucked up about the Facebook and Instagram and all these algorithms. It's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. And I'll explain. It's nice when you talk about, in theory, right? People get freaked out. Oh, I don't have any privacy. Look, you don't have any fucking privacy. You have an email address. You don't have privacy. You're tracked to shit. You live in like an apartment or you're on the grid. people act like they're protecting something important or that they have privacy. If you speak, something's picking you up. Come on, everyone's seen Batman. You don't think that shit's fucking real? Give me a break. They told you in Batman with like the cell phone signals that map everything. They told you what they're doing. They literally told you. It's right there like, ho, that's a good movie. Everything's tracked, so get over it. So there's a good thing about it. Let's say you want to buy a new table. Okay, how about this shit? You ready? So I told you on the other podcast the other day that I got a standing desk, right? I bought one. I literally bought one. And after I hit enter and I bought it, PayPal, whatever, I picked up my phone to post something or just check some messages on Instagram. The first ad was from that company, literally right after I purchased it, because it tags me, the pixel picked me up, and so then I became in this one audience, and then I got shown an ad for that table. I'm like, well, I already bought one, ya beesh, just wasted. So I clicked on it just to charge them. But what's happening is, that's a good thing. You want to purchase something. If you want to buy a fish tank and then all of a sudden you see an ad for a great fish tank, it's kind of like, cool. That's what I wanted anyway. Oh, honey, look at this fish tank. But then you only get shown stuff that you like, and you're not exposed to other ideas, and you get stuck in a bubble, and you're kind of on a team, and you get put into a team, and you don't see what's going on. So you start to think, and here's the whole point. I know that was long-winded. I appreciate you for sticking around, but the point is, all of a sudden, without realizing it, because you're seeing so many posts, because you're around so many people that are talking about this the way we are, like elimination, you shouldn't be eating that. You should be training hard. No, it's about what you eat. Fuck the calorie counting. Like, focus on what you're eating first. You start seeing that and posts about that. You follow me and you follow someone else that like it. And you kind of forget that even though you see it all the time, you think it's so popular, but then you step outside into the real world, or you step outside it for a little bit and you realize, holy shit, there's 280 million people that don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You go and talk to your parents or to your friends and they're like, huh? What? Oh, come on, man. You're so full of fucking shit. So when your friends and your family give you crap for it, and you're like, oh, come on, stop fucking being so obsessed with fitness. You're just being obsessed. Yeah, you're just being... It's not that they're being dicks. It's that they never clicked on that first post, right? They're not insulated in that world. They're watching the fucking Bears and they get every ad for Barstool Sports and ESPN. I'm talking about it right now. I'm probably going to see an ad when I get off here. But they're in their own bubble. They have their own likes online. They have their own people they follow. They share their own memes or whatever. So they see their shit. They might not be seeing stuff that you're posting about. So it's this illusion that it's more popular than it is. And it's tough because it's getting more popular, it's spreading, but so is the bullshit too. The bullshit's spreading too. And because information is so ubiquitous and you can get any information, you can get any information anytime, anywhere. You have no shortage of information. If you want it, you just pick up your phone. I want this information. You can actually find the information that you want, whether it's correct or not. You could find the quote answer if you look for it. So if you're looking for something, you're going to find it, whether it's correct or not. So it's very easy to find some type of research or some type of article that says grains are okay and essential. It's okay to go and find something that says, oh, vegan's the answer. It's easy to go find something like, oh, keto is the absolute way to go. So there's no shortage of any kind of support. There's a team, there's a social justice group for every fucking little thing out there. You have a freaking team of people that, we have the diehards, right? We have a bunch of just hardcore. It's like the NFL, whatever you want to talk about, but with 10,000 fucking teams, probably even 100,000 teams, and every cross-section fucking breakdown subsect of each team, right? So that being said, that's why I always like to, I know it's not science, it is science, but it's just, let's look at common sense. Let's not, just take a moment and let's not think about the latest study. Oh my God, but science. I know. Let's think logically. Let's think about what we are as people. Let's think about evolution. I know it's science, but just common sense. You don't have to test 100 million people in order to understand that the food we're eating today is fucking us up. What we're doing is wrong. We're eating fake food and it's not working. Maybe our ancient bodies should be eating what we ate in the ancient times. Maybe we should treat our bodies the way that they have evolved to be. Maybe we should feed our bodies the food that it evolved to consume. Maybe we shouldn't be pounding processed carbohydrates. Maybe we shouldn't be sucking down sugar every fucking day when maybe 10,000 years ago we just happened upon a fruit tree. Now and again, we're sucking down pounds of sugar every fucking day and week and month and year. Maybe that's not a good idea because it leads to fucking diabetes, heart disease, all these problems, depression, brain shrinkage, all these fucking things. How is that hard to understand? And let me tell you something else. Not only do I not give a fuck if you like those foods, your body doesn't give a fuck if you like those foods or not. Your body is not going to handle it well. So you might not like the man bun. You might not like the beard. You might not like the way I fucking talk. It doesn't matter. The fact is you're still eating the wrong shit. Why? And I think that's part of the scam. That's part of like the machine. Because if people just throw out, instead of, okay, we have one side and then two sides, right? This is the answer. No, but carbs. Oh, but fat. It's like someone in the back is like, you know what? Fuck it. And they throw like a ton of marbles onto the, like you have two marbles, right? You're playing a game, right? Whatever. And it's like 1 versus 1. It's like, well, you know what? Fuck confusion. Let me throw everything. Let's throw paleo. Let's throw this. Let's throw lacto, ovo, vegan, blah, blah, blah. All these different things. Calorie counting, macros, flexible dieting, reverse dieting, pyramid, fuck me, low carbs, carb cycling, blah. Everything. You throw 50 fucking things, and now we have social media, so all of a sudden we are hearing about 100 different ways to eat, and we think, oh my God, it's so confusing. What do I eat? What do I do? And you're like, no, wait, pump the fucking brakes. It's not confusing. You're just hearing about a lot more shit. The right way is still the right fucking way. It's still the right fucking way. You have the right fucking way, and then you have 100 other things. Just because there's 100 or 1,000 or 10,000, it doesn't make that right way any less right. It doesn't make it any less the right fucking way. So as much as there's going to be another diet. It's coming, whether it's South Beach or Atkins or paleo or keto, whatever it is. I'm not saying any of those are good or bad. There's going to be another one. There's going to be another supplement. There's going to be another strategy. There's going to be another hormone. There's going to be another thing that's discovered. There's going to be another thing. Yeah, there's a keto support group. Look, I want to tell you something. You want to have some fun tonight? Check this shit out. I took some pictures and I did I do a driving while gaining on? I just haven't edited it out. There's going to be more of that stuff. Listen, you want to have some fun. I don't know if you want to have some fun. You want to just piss yourself off. Go on Instagram. Yeah, it has to be on Instagram. Go on Instagram and type in the hashtag like vegan, okay? This is not anti-vegan. I mean, but this is not the beginning and the end. I'm going to talk about something else in a second. And you'll see all the militant, like this is the answer. You see like vegan. I think I talked about this before. Vegan girl, vegan lifestyle, vegan this. And it's like everyone that's in their profile. Of course, you have to put in your fucking profile if you have that little plant emoji. But you're a plant girl, been plant-based or vegan for 1 year. Of course, you've done it for a year. It must be the best thing in the world. You have such success in a year. That's the answer. You've survived for 1 year of your life without nutrients. Then, after you look at that, just look at all like look at the bias. Just look at the comments, look at the posts, look at the mentality of the people. But they're reporting all this like healthy, this is the lifestyle, this is the right way, this and the other. But then go back to the search function for the hashtags and then type in carnivore. Type in carnivore. You'll see the same exact shit. Two extremes, right? You'll see all the hardcore vegan, this is the answer, I feel so much better, save the animals. Then you go to carnivore and it'll show the same thing, the same skinny girl that's showing this. I went carnivore and it's cured all my problems and all this went away. And it's like, if you look at those two things and just poke around for a few minutes, you realize, fuck everything. Fuck all this shit. That's why I'm telling you, you have to forge your own path. You have to pursue health for you because yes, everyone's a little bit different. Some people might love veganism. Fine, go at it. A lot of you yourself, or you know someone that tried to do that and fucking just destroyed their health. Very common. I'm sure the same thing with carnivore. People went that and then just got really sick or couldn't handle it. Fine. Those are extremes, absolute extremes of dieting. Carnivore is an extreme elimination, and so is veganism. You're eliminating essential fucking fats. Essential fats. You need saturated fat. You need fucking cholesterol. You need that fucking shit. It's the biggest fucking scam that's like, just look at how people are fucking dying. It's not a food pyramid. You can't be sucking down carbs like that. Low net carbs, keep it fucking rational, high fiber, consume your fucking cholesterol and your saturated fats, fucking go at it from the best sources, not shit, not vegetable oils, not crap. But you're still getting your food in, you're still getting your micronutrients, you're still getting your macronutrients, you're still getting, but what kind of eating is that? It's that ancestral dieting. You're eating what your body has been evolving for millions of years to consume. You're not waking up one day and deciding to put, I'm going to put kerosene in my gas tank. Why not? Why not? There's a hole there. Let me fucking piss in my gas tank. You know what? There's a fucking hole. That's the same thing. It's the same thing. Putting junk food in your fucking face hole is the same thing as sticking your dick and pissing in your own gas tank in your car. It's a hole, it must go there. That's what she said. I'm serious. It's literally a hole. That's as arbitrary as people treat their nutrition. Oh, there's a hole here. Let me stick something in. That's how people treat it. Oh, I can chew it and swallow it. If somehow I can get it in, I'm going to put it in my mouth. That's fucked up. Don't you think something you're putting inside your body should be of the absolute highest quality possible? You don't want to touch, like, how many of you walk your dog and then your dog shits and you take your hand and you scoop it up and put it in your mouth? I hope no one. I hope the answer to that is zero. Well, when you go over that piece of pizza or that fucking candy and that garbage, what's the difference? You're eating something that is bad for you. You're eating shit. Only one is literally shit. The other one is disguised as something else. So you need to approach your food from a different standpoint. You need to get your fucking head screwed on right, because it's not a matter of what you're eating in terms of what you should be eating. Oh, what should I eat? Before you start there, bro Jackson, you need to cut out all the fucking crap that you are eating that's already obviously causing you damage. Get rid of all the shit first, clean slate, and then you can start building your diet, your nutrition. Diet is not a bad word. It's a way of eating. It's fine. It's a fine word. Don't be like, oh, but the first three letters of the word diet is die. Fuck you, you pussy. Oh, diet is such a scary word. No, it's not. The Greeks didn't think so when they created it. Diet, way of eating. It's fine. It's a fucking word. It's language. Yeah, the associations is important, but let's change that. It's a fucking diet. You don't have to be scared. Don't be scared of the word diet. I avoided saying the word diet for a long time. I did. I think even earlier podcasts, I was like, oh, I don't like the word diet. Oh, I stayed away from it. Eating habits. No, fuck that. Diet. I'm not getting politically correct about food now. Diet. That's what it's fucking called. A diet. What you're eating, what you eat is called your diet. That's just fact. Okay? It's your fucking diet. So let's start thinking about our diets differently. Okay? Remember, you have a face hole. This is where the fuel goes. What type of fuel do you need to put in for your body to run optimally? Don't piss in your gas tank. What food do you need to eat? Hey, listen, pay the fuck attention. Listen. What do you need to eat in order to provide optimal fuel for your body? It's not the tacos. It's not the candy. It's not the soda. It's not the processed dairy. It's not the soy. It's not the corn. Start taking some fucking interest and start investing some effort into your nutrition, or unfortunately, you are going to get really sick and die early and miserable. I'm telling you. What do you think is happening to people? What do you think is happening to people now? People don't die from old age anymore. They die from a disease, cancer, heart attack, stroke. They die from shit. Alzheimer's, they die from shit. What happened to dying because you just got old and your body was like, I'm done. I've been on this earth a long fucking time. It's gone. Everyone's dying from disease. So get your shit in order. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 977 of the Most Muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, Slaycast, Taintcast, and stop putting dirty dicks in your mouth cast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. Thank you for joining me. I shall see thou tomorrow for episode 978 of the Daily Swole. Peace, McGee's fam. Deuce, Magoose, your boy, Papa Swole. Yo, out.